Hey everybody, Marcus Crawford here with the Idaho Quadcopter channel. Hey, I have the DJI Mini 3 Pro with me today. It is about 8:26 p.m. right now. Sundown is at 8:30. So I'm going to put the Mini 3 Pro up and we are going to do a waypoint hyperlapse. Take a look at the sundown. But more importantly, what we're looking at is the most recent firmware update. I believe it's .0300, but I'll check that. What it said that it did was stabilize the drone in hyperlapse mode. So in other words, give you a more stable look. If you've looked at some of the hyperlapses, sometimes you'll get a little bit of shaking. But anyway, we're wasting daylight. Let's quit messing around. Let's get this bird in the air. So I'm looking at the drone, and evidently I forgot to put an SD card in there. So it's going to go on internal storage. So we're just going to rely on the screen recording for most of the video here. It never fails. I got in a hurry leaving the house, so we're going to start a screen recording right now. And I'm going to move that over to the side here. And yeah, let's quit messing around and let's get this bird in the air. That's one thing about this DJI RC is it makes it really quick to deploy. So we're going to do a manual takeoff here. Okay, there is the little drone. We can bring it in here real quick, but we've got obstacle avoidance on, so it's squawking like crazy. I'm going to drop the camera down. We're going to do a real quick droney, and then we're going to get up and get our waypoint mission set up. So let's go a little higher, and you can see the sun is going down quickly. So let's move forward here. I'm going to pick up the camera just a little bit, kind of vaguely on the rule of thirds there. And what we're going to do is we're going to start at one end and we're going to do kind of an arc and see if we can catch this. So, okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to click on that film strip in the top there and we're going to go all the way down to hyperlapse. Looks like a little alarm clock there. And it put us in there, and we're going to pick that bottom one instead of free or course lock or circle. We're going to pick that bottom one, and that's waypoints. And the first thing you have to do is set a waypoint. I thought I'd asked it not to show me that tutorial before, but anyway, so now we're going to click in the very middle of the screen there at the bottom. You see where it says set waypoints. We're going to click on that, and we're going to set the first one right here. And then we're going to move sideways and set another one. And then sideways again. And we're going to set another one. And then sideways some more. Let me get pointed right at it, and we're going to set another one. And what do you say let's move forward now, and we'll set the last one. And boy, that sun is almost down, so we better get her going here. Okay, so now we're going to click into the three dots there, and we want to set our interval. Normal sequence, 2-second interval, and I don't know, let me look at yeah, 2 seconds is the smallest you can set. So length, we're going to do a long one here. We got a good full battery. Let's go, let's see if we can get, let's do a 20-second hyperlapse. Heck, let's even go even more than that. Let's go 25. So I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to click, we're ready to go. I'm going to click start.
The aircraft is heading to the first waypoint.
So you can see the aircraft heading to the first waypoint we set, and then it'll turn around and it'll start taking pictures. So in theory, it will take about 20 minutes for this thing to complete this, taking all these pictures. So this will be pretty cool. And yeah, we should have plenty of battery here with this endurance battery to be able to do this. So now you see the drone turning around, and it's lowered the camera, started taking its first picture. So no doubt I'll edit a bunch of that out, but it's going to take it more than 20 minutes to get this done. Hey, okay, I had to move the camera under a street lamp here. It's getting quite dark, but the drone is within about 45 pictures of finishing the HyperLapse here. Another minute and 20 seconds to go. Okay, any second now, the drone will give me a warning. Yeah, it said shooting's nearing completion. I hope you heard that. But anyway, so we've got roughly 10 shots to go, and then the drone will render the pictures into the HyperLapse, and you'll see that on the screen here. And just as promised, it's going to take just right about 25 minutes. Yeah, just almost at 25 minutes to do this shooting. And now you'll see on the screen there at the bottom, it says creating video. And if you look on the right-hand side where the little zigzag is there that represents the waypoint HyperLapse, as soon as that lights back up, then it'll give us a sign that it is finished putting together the HyperLapse. I leave the drone alone until it's done doing that. I figure I want it to use all of its processor. I've seen people fly it back immediately, but I just let it do its thing. As you can see, we got plenty of battery. Cool thing about the endurance battery is, you know, we're at 38%, so we're in plenty good shape. We're only about 209 meters away. So, and you'll also notice the round circle. It tells you the percentage of completion of the rendering of the HyperLapse. So yeah, it's about 60%, so it should be just a minute or two here. Beautiful sunset tonight. Okay, we're at 95%, almost done, and like I said, you'll see that little squiggly line light up, and it tells us video synthesis completed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get out of that, and which actually I guess I don't need to, because I am not going to take any video because we're on internal memory. However, let's just you know, just for the fun of it, let's do a return to home, and let's see how well the drone finds home in the dark. So I'm going to do it on the controller. I'm going to hold down the pause return to home button on the left-hand side, and it took that command immediately, and it's on its way back to us. And with the sun at its back, you can see there on the screen recording, it looks pretty good. I'm telling you, I'm standing in the dark. It looks a lot better on this camera than it does in real life. And I'm wondering how the DJI Action 2, I know it's not really known as a low light camera, so I don't know how much it's going to be picking up here too. But let's drop that camera down as we come down. And it's kind of slowing down, as you can see here. And like I said, I moved the camera underneath the street light so I could get as much light as I could. What I'm kind of anxious to see is, you know, is the drone, the sensors on the drone, how well will they do in landing here? And it looks like it's in good shape. I didn't want it to land on a curb. It's coming down. You should see it, yeah, right now. And let's see how well it picks up the camera. Let's see how hard it lands here. Yeah, and it asks me, it says, is it okay to land? So we're going to click OK. And there we go. Drone on the ground. Okay, let me get everything shut down and we'll do a quick conclusion. I'm going to remind you that if you're doing a screen recording like I am, make sure you stop it before you turn off the controller. I'm going to click stop on the screen, and as soon as I get that chime, I know that I've got it shut down. So let me shut all this down. I'll be right back. Okay, the DJI Mini 3 Pro. Now, you guys will have already seen that HyperLapse, and hopefully it was nice and smooth. So last night, right after I did the firmware update on this guy, I did a HyperLapse, but it was pretty dark, so I don't think it turned out as well. That's why I came back out tonight. I'll put that one up right now. Okay, so you've seen that. I'm going to play the 25-second hyperlapse that we just did right now. Anyway, so that's the capabilities of this little sub 250 gram drone. I just think it's phenomenal. I'll be anxious to see how smooth this one that we did tonight is. That's the longest waypoint hyperlapse that I've ever done, a 25-second hyperlapse. You know, like I said, when I put the drone away, I still had 30% battery, so those endurance batteries, it's just amazing, the battery time. One of the best functions of this drone is the battery time that you get with it. So yeah, I'll put a screenshot of the firmware package on the screen so you can see that right now. And yeah, so I guess that's about it. Very capable little product. Ben, if you've got the Mini 3 Pro, get out there and try some of those hyperlapses, the waypoint hyperlapses, the orbit ones. You can do course lock, which is pretty cool too. A lot of fun, just so many cool things you can do with this drone. I guess that's about it. This is Marcus Crawford with the Idaho Quadcopter channel out. And if you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing to my channel. Most of all, I so appreciate you taking the time to look at this video today. And yes, of course, we will see you on the next one. Bye now.